Good evening. It is late. It's the Sunday evening updates because the forecast is looking pretty active now. Hopping on here a little bit late because the Fox 24 news went on late because of the Super Bowl, and definitely was a one-sided game. And this forecast is looking pretty one-sided too. One-sided towards the winter weather. And let's just get right into it. So I don't plan on being here that long because it's nearly midnight. I just wanted to hop on, do a quick update just in case people missed the Fox 24 news after the Super Bowl or KWN news at 10. So I just wanted to hop on here real quick just to give you an update. And here are the headlines. Icing concerns are definitely here this week, but Alex is saying the NAM and GFS are going crazy. Well, let's take a look. But first, pretty quiet right now, partly clear, so winter weather will not happen tonight. Tonight looks quiet. Here is downtown Fayetteville, a Graduate Hotel camera. Shows 32, so we're already at the freezing mark. So it's definitely cold. Dew point is at 23. Dry air, clear sky, light breeze. Tonight is going to be quite cold. We should be dropping down to the upper 20s. Here's Posey Mountain. Cloud cover is increasing ahead of our next storm system. Already below freezing in Rogers. Cassville is at 30. Harrison is at 29. And Tommy, I think you might be in luck. As long as Fort Smith doesn't get anything, you're okay. Yeah, this is mainly, the icing concerns are mainly for Northwest Arkansas. The River Valley seems to be a bit warmer. So here is a 2-day timeline showing tonight dropping down to the upper 20s. But notice tomorrow, 40s. So there will be a warm up. But then I think rain will become likely tomorrow evening. And then we should cool down to around freezing. So we could see a changeover to sleet, freezing rain, maybe a little bit of snow Monday night into Tuesday morning. And yeah, Dwayne, I see your comment there. Watching in Harrison. Yeah, Harrison is one of those places where they could definitely see impacts. And Diana, nope, ice is not happening tonight, but maybe tomorrow night. I just wanted to hop on here real quick, just in case you missed the news, just to give you a quick update. River Valley, I think it's going to be a little bit too mild. See how tomorrow night we kind of stay in the mid-30s. A little bit too warm for the frozen precipitation. Now, here's what we're thinking. So this is for Monday evening into Tuesday morning. I sure hope so, Kenzie. I do not want the ice. But here's what we're thinking. So Monday evening into Tuesday morning. The pink shade, that is where we could see the freezing rain, maybe the sleet. So mainly for the higher terrain areas of Northwest Arkansas. So the Boston Mountains, the Ozark Mountains, mainly east of Interstate 49. That being said, there is that chance for some frozen precipitation to happen elsewhere. But this is the first round for tomorrow into, or actually for today, because it's now 12:01, for Monday evening into Tuesday morning. Okay, Dwayne, will any winter alerts be issued tomorrow? So winter alerts, National Weather Service, they usually issue them this shift at around 2 a.m. So we'll see. Maybe for our southern Missouri counties, maybe for Little Rock counties, Boone and Newton, maybe Carroll, Madison. I don't think Washington or Benton County will be in the watches or warnings, but yeah, we could see a watch. Okay, Josh, we're not talking about severe weather. It's some winter weather. But yeah, Bella Vista could definitely be seeing some of this winter weather. Okay, Michael's asking, chances school gets canceled the rest of the week. Probably not tomorrow because I think it should be rain when people are leaving school. But let me show you a future track. So here's an HRRR run. Now, here's through 1 p.m. tomorrow. So dry. So tonight is dry. Tomorrow morning looks quiet. But here's what happens during the afternoon. 5 p.m. rain becomes likely. Still probably too warm for frozen precipitation here. Then 7 p.m. maybe a changeover. Now, the change is the shorter range models have been showing the heavier precipitation in the river valley. So if we get that changeover to winter weather in northwest Arkansas, the impacts won't be as great because the precipitation rates won't be as high. Here's 11 p.m. Definitely have that chance for that changeover. Now we have another model run. Here's the graph showing some rain moving in tomorrow afternoon, evening, and then there's that changeover. So even as early as tomorrow evening, that's 7 p.m. So still a lot of people will be on the roads at 7 p.m. That could cause trouble. 11 p.m. heading into Tuesday morning, there definitely could be impacts for that Tuesday morning drive in northwest Arkansas. Yeah, see, Fort Smith, I think mainly should be good, but Wednesday, I think is a better chance for winter weather impacts. Root canal on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday is in question. I think you might be Tuesday morning might be an issue. Tuesday afternoon might be a little bit better. But here's the GFS model. I think this is what Alex was talking about. The GFS going crazy. Here are the ice totals through 3 p.m. Tuesday. Over a quarter inch of ice. That would cause major impacts. Okay, the NAM 12 kilometer. All right, yeah, let's take a look at that in a second. Alex, you talking about Monday night into Tuesday or later on during the week? Because we have more than one chance for the winter weather. But let me load up. Let me load up that model real quick. Let me just see if I can type. Early Tuesday morning. Okay, here's 20 kilometer NAM. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can get the totals. Stand by. All right, ice and snow totals. North American mesoscale model. Oh yeah. So maybe up to a half inch of ice. That could cause crazy impacts. Diana, I see your comments about Tuesday morning. If this happens, that's not good. That's good. That's a good question. Over the weekend, there might be another round of this winter weather. Yeah, I know there's a 20 kilometer NAM and a 3 kilometer NAM. Let me see if I have any other NAM models, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Hold on. But yeah, bottom line, if you're just joining us, Northwest Arkansas tomorrow night definitely has the potential for some freezing rain, wintry mix, and mainly in the Northwest Arkansas area. Yeah, so for the weather program that I'm using, all we have is NAM 20 kilometer for the ice accumulation. It doesn't even do 3 kilometer NAM or snow accumulation for that matter either. But we do have the Canadian, which I did not look at. So let's load that up. Let me go to ice totals. Let's see what the Canadian model does. Wait for it to load. How about standby? How about this? Zoomed in on Northwest Arkansas. See, these models are totally different. This is showing not much of anything for the ice and snow totals. So, okay, so how about far western Benton County for Ice Tuesday, or is it more in the high terrain? So I did make a few graphics. So we're talking about 2 events. So we've got Monday night into Tuesday morning, and then Tuesday night late and Wednesday. So here's the first one. Here's Monday night into Tuesday morning. So I think mainly east of Interstate 49 for the icing concerns, but a different story will be seen for Tuesday night and Wednesday. Here it is. So this, I think if you're north of Interstate 40, you could be seeing the winter weather. And this is far out. The models are not doing a good job. So these will change. Here's a European look. Tuesday into Wednesday. Looks like just our northern counties, but it's just a model. And the European, I think it has a warm bias for this pattern. And it's kind of backed off on the ice totals, the European model did. Yeah. Yeah, so you're glad you don't have to go anywhere for a while. Yeah, definitely. If it's freezing rain, please don't go on the roads. You can't drive in ice. It doesn't matter if you have snow tires, if you have all-wheel drive. The ice, I hate the ice. Do not want that. Here's a 3-day ice total. So let's look how different the models are. Graph model, there it is. I'm not sure why it didn't have the numbers on there, but European model, again, it's kind of backed off a little bit. GFS model, probably the most, and there's the NAM. Actually, the NAM is probably the most. So out of all these models, the American models, the American model GFS and the NAM model, not doing the best. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So when you got to work, no choice, Susie. Yeah. So definitely hope if there's major impacts, work will be canceled or you can work remotely. But if you have to be on the roads, definitely drive safely, drive slow, take it easy. Just trying to get caught up on the comments. Yeah, so Thursday, Friday, will it be okay on the roads? Yeah, Thursday and Friday, I do think will be a lot better. But Thursday, ready? Talking about Thursday. Look at what the GFS does. It's showing some more snow. I think by Friday, hold on. I think by Friday it should be good. And then the weekend, maybe another system. So here is the 7-day forecast showing very active. Monday night, Tuesday morning, wintry precipitation possible. Wednesday, pretty much all day could be an issue. And then cold Thursday. There is a 20% chance. I wouldn't be shocked if we had some wintry weather on Thursday either. Friday, I think that's the best chance of being dry. Another system moves in Saturday into Sunday. Starting as rain, maybe a wintry mix on the backside of that system. So it stays active. River Valley, I think Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday look to be mostly rain. All right, here's a question. Sorry, just joined. Do you think school will be delayed? Yeah, that's a definitely a good chance of that happening, especially if we get the ice. Yeah, so tomorrow morning's fine. Tomorrow afternoon looks good, but keep an eye on the thermometer. If it gets down to below freezing, then we could start to be seeing issues. And the temperatures are the trick. Yeah, so that's a very tough question. We do have a graphic. Let me get this up. Stand by. Let's see if I can find it. All right, hold on. Stand by. Where is it? There it is. All right. This is the Sperry Pilts Index. There's a lot to take in, but let's go through it. So, level 1, a nuisance. So, less than a quarter inch. I think a quarter inch will definitely be a possibility for the higher terrain areas of Northwest Arkansas tomorrow night. But I think most of Northwest Arkansas, Benton, Washington County, maybe a tenth. I think a better chance of accumulation on Wednesday, though. So that's a nuisance. So bridges slick, tree limbs sag or break, some power outages. Level 2 is disruptive. So a quarter inch to a half inch, roads iced over, do not want to be out driving. Tree limbs break, power lines sag, power outages. Level 3, half inch to 3/4, crippling, roads impassable, tree and power line damage, many power outages. Level 4, 3/4 of an inch to 1 inch, devastating, widespread tree damage, power outages, lasting many days. And the level 5, catastrophic. This is 2009. More than 1 inch, communities shut down, outages lasting for weeks. So I think for us, what we're looking at here is at the very worst a level 2. I think that's what we're looking at. And it's just for isolated areas. Okay, so Van Buren to Ozark. So the River Valley shouldn't be all that bad. During this live stream, I really want to highlight two events: Monday night, Tuesday morning, and another one on Wednesday. So here's Monday night. Here's where I think the impacts will be. Yeah. So, what areas is that gonna hit most and soonest? Yeah. So tomorrow night into Tuesday morning, higher terrain areas of Northwest Arkansas, Boston Mountains, Ozark Mountains, mainly east of Interstate 49 for Monday night. Another round of winter weather looks possible on Wednesday, and I think the air will be a bit colder. Again, it's a very tough forecast. A degree or two can make the difference between major impacts and minor impacts. So here's Tuesday and Wednesday. I think north of Interstate 40, we could be seeing the icing impacts. Yeah, so the zero Z NAM brings at least a quarter inch across all of Northwest Arkansas. Hopefully it's wrong, but it definitely changed its tune all of a sudden, which concerns me. Yeah, maybe it's onto something. But I do find it interesting that the HRRR and the graph model shifted the heavier of the precip to the River Valley. Okay, so up there in Branson, yeah, it's going to be colder. So the further north you are, the colder it's going to be. So here's a graphic that I haven't showed yet. So it's a battle between the relatively warmer air and the cold air. And that blue line you see, that is the freezing line. So if you're north of that, a good chance for snow. South of that, that's when it gets a bit messy. And notice how Northwest Arkansas, southern Missouri, we're right on the border of that freezing line. So what's going to happen? Here's Wednesday. Notice how it kind of gets a little bit further south. That's why I think Wednesday has the better chance for the winter weather. Okay, Ada. So what about winds with this cold front? Worst thing ever while I walk my dog. Yeah, the winds are not good. The winds with this, I don't. They won't be strong tomorrow. They could pick up a little bit on Wednesday. Because here's what we're dealing with. So at the surface, we have the Arctic air, but aloft, we have the relatively warmer southwest flow with all these pieces of energy moving in. So notice how we have a tighter pressure gradient for Wednesday. So yeah, the winds will probably be a bit stronger Wednesday. I'm not too concerned about the winds for Monday and Tuesday. But that's a stronger system Wednesday. That's why I think Wednesday has a better chance for the snow. So the roads will be bad in the River Valley. No, I think the River Valley should mainly stay above freezing. Rogers area, yeah, Helen, we definitely could be seeing some of the icing tomorrow night and Wednesday. The name shows slight instability for both systems, which is wild. Yeah, so if we get this winter weather falling, it could be heavy and it could accumulate quickly because you can see here some of the precipitation rates. Showing some pretty heavy rain. Notice how it tries to ice over in the River Valley. I still think it will be too warm, but as the rain falls, it will cool the calm as we get the wet bulbing. That will cool us down a little bit. And the models do not handle that well at all. There's a changeover, mainly in Northwest Arkansas. Yes, a rumble of thunder or two. I wouldn't be shocked if we saw that. But it's definitely a tough forecast. And here's the deal. Josh will be in tomorrow morning to give an update. And later on during the evening, Chief Meteorologist Dan Scoff himself will be back to give you all the latest insights. And I'll be back too, maybe. I think. Yeah. Just it's a very active week, so the scheduling is just it can be weird. Yeah, so if anybody has any comments, I think I'm all caught up. Feel free to ask. Thunder sleet this morning? Yeah, see, we could be dealing with that. So potentially a short burst of some heavy wintry precip. But I just want to show you this one more time. Here's Monday evening into Tuesday. My gut feeling, I think we're going to be seeing some surprises here with this week of systems coming in. I think this one tomorrow night could bring some issues, especially in the higher terrain areas. And beyond that, the uncertainty is still very high. So we've got Wednesday, that could be a mess. Yeah, Kenzie, I just mentioned Wednesday. Let's see if we've got some shorter range models that can hit Wednesday. Oh yeah. See all this mess coming in? This is probably too warm. This could be trouble. That right there, Wednesday morning, that could be trouble. Yeah, so when I was saying the higher terrain areas, the models have really been pinpointing Boone, Newton County, Carroll, Madison County, the Boston Mountains, Ozark Mountains. They've really been pinpointing those areas for a while, pretty much all weekend, all week. And here's why. So notice how your question, Ava, Fayetteville and Bentonville. Notice how not as much icing in those areas, but it's just a model, so that could definitely change. Yeah, we could do that. Let me get that up. What should I show? Ice accumulation? Let me just stand by here. Let me just get it up. All right. All right, I see some more questions filing in. So, all right. We've got NAM, we've got snow, we've got ice, freezing rain, QPF. All right, let's look at some of these here. All right, let me see if I can get this to work. So let's present, share screen. All right, does that work? All right, there's a view for you. So let me zoom in here. How's that? Or zoom a little bit more. All right, this is all right. Let me make this full screen here. All right, stop that. So this is through midnight tomorrow. Oh yeah. Oh, that's wild. Man, see, this is not good. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for bringing this up, Alex. Oh, look at it go. Yeah, if this happens, that would be really. Oh, look at that, 0.82 inches. It's just a model, but it could definitely be onto something. Okay, yeah. So that's new. What else does it do? About Wednesday. Yep, more on Wednesday. So that is freezing rain, QPF. How about total ice? Fram estimation. So what that is, ice accretion on elevated horizontal surfaces based on empirical data, lighter precipitation, stronger winds, and colder wet bulb temperature increase accretion efficiency. So this might be a bit more realistic than that. So let's go a little bit farther. All right, it's not showing as much, but it's still worth noting. Well, that's the name for you. That is the name. So get rid of that. We're back. All right. Whoa. All right. Let me find my spot. All right. I'm trying to find my place in the comments. Okay. I think I'm good. All right. All right, Lisa, Daytona 5 next Sunday. Really? Oh boy. I see a question mark. Does that mean you want a forecast for Daytona, Florida? All right. People ask, I will respond. Lisa, I will get that up in a second. So, how can I do that? Let me find computer model. This Daytona, Florida. Florida. Goodbye. Where is Daytona? Everybody, help me out. There it is. How about that angle? Let's go to Sunday, Saturday. Oh boy. That looks like rain to me. What's going on with that? See, I'll tell you, for us, we've got a system. Another system for us this weekend. And that system will impact Florida on Sunday. Now, if you're wondering about that system for us, that could be our third or maybe a fourth round of winter weather. Look at that. Go away. That's Sunday morning. Some wraparound winter precipitation, but that's very far out. Take that with a grain of salt. So we've got do you feel like this will be better or worse than the icing event of 1936? Brian, you're going to have to refresh my memory on that one. Yeah, so I think the River Valley, I I think Interstate 40, areas south of that, I think they're going to just be a little bit too warm. But the higher terrain areas of the Ouachita Mountains, they could be seeing some of the impacts Wednesday. Anthony's going to St. Louis in the morning. So this morning, all right. Look at that cold air advection. That's going to be cold this weekend. All right, St. Louis tomorrow morning, or right now. It already is Monday morning. Tuesday morning, that could be an issue. Tomorrow morning is fine. I think this wave comes in tomorrow evening. Wednesday evening is questionable. Again, it's very far out, but we could be seeing impacts. Here's Wednesday evening. It has the wave leaving Wednesday evening, but it's just a model. All right, Avis, Fayetteville to Rogers, 6 a.m. Wednesday. Yeah, that could be an issue too because we saw that short range model. We saw that for Wednesday. And usually, sometimes this model is too mild too. All right, just reading comments. All right. I see your comment, Brian. Yeah. Comments just flowing in. Love the comments. Just trying to. All right, we got Brian's update on the 1936 icing. I'm not sure if I should even put that comment up, Brian. But how's it looking for Wednesday? All right. Yeah, Wednesday, I think that is the highest potential for being an icing event. But then again, some of the models show some more snow on Thursday, and then another round this weekend. So let me just pop up the 7-day forecast. Yeah, that model that was just up there, I I do think it's it's a bit too mild. So I do think that Wednesday, because the Arctic air, usually the models do not handle it well. Let me see if the NAM can reach that. Yeah, it's definitely got some more winter weather coming in. Uh, Tiffany, I think I might have missed your comment. So you live in Washington County, but you go into Rogers. Yeah, what day? Oh yeah, yeah. I think I answered the question. Wednesday. Yeah. So yeah. So Wednesday mornings is far out, so it's hard to pinpoint the exact impacts here. Um, but just broad brushing things. Here's Wednesday. We've got north of Interstate 40. We could be seeing winter precipitation impacts. But the first event that we are looking at is tomorrow night, Monday night. And if you missed the 7 day, here it is. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, wintry precipitation possible. Then Thursday, it's getting cold. Check out Thursday morning, 17 degrees. That might even be too warm. We might have to drop that down. High of 35 degrees. Friday, warming up. Saturday, another system, and that system looks to be the strongest out of all these systems. River Valley, mostly rain. Notice how Tuesday night down near freezing, higher terrain areas of the Ouachita Mountains might see some of this frozen precipitation, and then Wednesday nights down to the mid 20s. So 12:39 p.m. Think I'm going to end this unless anybody has any last minute questions. Josh Rugger will be in here tomorrow morning or this morning to give more updates. And tomorrow evening, Chief Meteorologist Dana Scoff will be back in, and I think I will be back in too. But until then, we'll keep you informed and hope everybody has a great night.